I'm sure masturbation too is haram.
Yeah.
Even though there are different schools of thought in it, yes.
Yeah.
Some people say if you're feeling really, really uneasy and there's nothing you can do about it.
Assalamu alaikum guys, what's up? This is Qkea and today I am with
Tahira, Ibrahim Hassan
And Abuja Ibrahim.
so these people are sisters. This is the person I invited Sha, but she had to bring +1. You know Nigerians, if you say come by yourself, they'll bring another person. Okay, so guys, today we are actually going to be talking about single Muslim women that
Muslim women and how they can control their urges in relationships, right?
I'm not sure they can hear you.
Single women, Islamic women, and how they can control their urges in relationships, their
Yeah.
sexual urges,
Yeah.
physical.
So there was a time, Tyra, you were going to do something that had to do with medicine, yeah?
Yes.
So she's still on that line, so she would have a lot to tell us from there, and Abida is also going to support the motion.
But what? Yeah.
Well, she has small experience,
Yes.
so we're all going to share ideas on, like, basically at the end of this video, as a Muslim woman that is like always what's the right word to use? I don't use the H word.
Yeah, there's always having sexual urges sometimes, you know. Well, no, let's be honest.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
what
I mean, it's natural.
It's
Okay.
a natural something.
So no haya, subhanallah. Okay, so as a Muslim woman that's like always horny, this video is going to sort of bring tips and advice at the end of the day on how to control yourself.
Yeah.
So personally, I feel like it starts from you as a person, like from type of movies you watch on a normal day. Sometimes those things you could just watch people kissing in a movie scene, and then the next thing you just call group bae if there's any bae, and then you start looking, and if there's no bae, then you just become sexually frustrated. So what do you think?
Well, I personally think that, as she said, it comes down to who you really think you are. You know, if you're the kind of person who everybody has, you know, different levels of sexual urges. Based on my experience, I know, and like based on the things
Based on your experience.
yeah, like things I've read.
Oh, okay.
No, not
Okay.
personal experience.
Okay.
No, like I mean things I've read and how I've interacted with people. I know that because, to be honest, people come to me for advice. I don't know why, but then I've had a lot of people that have come to me seeking for advice on such stuff. And I feel everybody has their different levels of sexual urges. You know, because some can control theirs and some aren't really able to control theirs as much as others. So you just have to know the kind of person you are, first of all. And then secondly, when you get a boyfriend or, you know, someone you're dating and you're in a courtship and all, I think the thing is you just have to set boundaries.
Fiancé.
Fiancé. You know,
Fiancé.
just set boundaries, you know, and just know. You should also know the kind of person he is as well. Is he the kind of person who always, you know, wants that kind of thing? Have you discussed anything that, you know, made you think, oh, he's the kind of person that has high sexual urge or something? So just have the knowledge of who the person really is, and then set boundaries. I think, you know, as we all know, even in Islam, it is said that with a female and a male, the third
devil
person is always
Shaitan.
Shaitan. So
Yeah.
like we should always put that at the back of our minds. You know, going to secret places, going to
Like secluded places with the man.
places with the partner isn't really a very good idea, because it makes you know, sometimes it just starts with maybe a handshake, and then from a handshake, if you're always getting, you know, together and secluding yourselves, it escalates. From that, maybe you guys might think, okay, it's okay to hug, then you hug, from there to this to that, and then you don't know where it's going to lead. So really, setting the boundary of both of you never staying in, you know, secluded areas is a very good point. I feel that's like one of the main things. You can just, anytime you're going to see each other, you can see each other at home, or maybe go to a park where everybody can see you, and then just try to have it at the back of your mind that you're Muslims, and things can, if you do something that isn't really good, it might tarnish your image, or just have it at the back of your mind, just be good at heart, and then I think you go a long way.
Yeah. But okay, in a case where, for example, now, Abida, in a case where these two people, maybe for instance, they are like, okay, like Tyra said, she said something about if they don't go to secluded areas and everything. In a case where this girl is, she's sexually frustrated, like it's very high. It's not, it's easy for you to say don't go to a secluded area, but then there's that temptation, there's that urge to always like, let me try something out. Like, what do you think she should do? Because it's easier said than done in most cases. So could you like drop a point that is going to help people that are like, they've gone beyond the natural level of that word?
Okay, personally what I feel is, people, as she said, people have different sexual urges. Some people can control theirs and some people can't. So then some people have this way of expressing themselves or feeling or just trying to ease themselves, which is called masturbation. Some people, maybe the type of movies you watch, porn, all those type of things, they are really contributory factors to what starts to make the girl to be feeling uneasy, kind of. So then some people try to help themselves with masturbation, which masturbation is also another very big topic that we shouldn't even dwell on now, because I'm sure masturbation too is haram. Even though there are different schools of thought in it. Some people say if you're feeling really, really uneasy and there's nothing you can do about it, then you can ease yourself with masturbation. But then again, even if you masturbate, you still have to do your ritual, salah and everything, which just makes things really difficult. So I think, yes, as she said, not going to secluded areas. What was the question they asked me again? What you said?
Like what's like for someone that
has very
high libido? Do you understand? Even if she's still like untouched and everything, like what would you advise her to do? Because obviously this video is not going to be the first place that she's going to hear don't go to a secluded area, you, the man and devil. Like these are things that growing up we've heard over and over again, but you still find people like ignoring them. So what is the one thing you can say to a lady that has heard this thing over? What's the different thing you can tell her today that's going to like ginger her in some sort of way?
Try to avoid it, following her example, and also most importantly prayer. I think prayer is the ultimate it's the ultimate solution to every problem. Like, just keep praying over it, no matter what it is, like just keep praying over it and keep trying.
I think I agree with that too. Prayer is really the ultimate.
Yes,
no matter what it is, just try and pray over everything. And if you pray, I feel at
it makes the impossible possible. Some things you think is never possible, but just keep trying, keep trying.
It's easier said than done, guys. Don't get me
it's
wrong.
easier said than done.
It's really hard.
And there's also like the Prophet has advised, or according to a narration, there's somewhere that says fast. Fasting also has a way of curbing it.
Thank you. That's
fasting is another way, but then again, fasting is not so easy. So we don't even know. I think basically, like they both said, it's dua. It's like there's nothing you can ask Allah for. So if you can ask Allah to just hold yourself, like Allah grant me the strength to just maintain and keep myself until the right man comes. Because I've seen like there are a lot of sisters that they can swear to you that they don't they have urges, but not as much as normal people would, simply because of maybe the level at which they pray over it, and they don't even do anything. There's no masturbation, there's nothing like that. It's just plain and simple. Like they just don't have the urges as much as other people, and it's the dua that helps them in some sort of way.
Exactly.
So if you're a single Muslimah and that you have your urges here and there, just know that it's a natural thing, and the only thing that can help you to abstain from haram is making dua over it. It's not just like to avoid it, like Tahira said, avoid going to secluded areas with the man. It's key. Really. Avoid it. Like
just avoid.
For example, he could call you up and say, oh hey, come to my house. I always say this thing. Don't.
Sister,
like there's no reason why I don't think it's advisable for you to go visit a guy. If he loves you, he'll come and see you. when you people are married, you'll be in his house 2/7. But like before the marriage, there's really no need. Even if he's sick and everything, like, oh, I live alone and I'm sick, so you need to come and see me. Let me give you a wise thing to do. Go with like 2 of your friends to go and see him. 3 of you should go, not 1, 2 of your friends. Because guess what? If you go with 1, you can use her head and say, wait for me in the parlor. You get like things like that could happen. But go with 2, at least those 2, one of them will be on your matter, one of them will be wondering where is she going to. Do you understand? So go with 2 and all of you should be with him. If you can go with 2 boys, fine. If you go with 1 girl, 1 boy, just make sure you people, it's not just 2 of you going to see him, and it's only on a condition that he's ill and he lives alone. So
and also, sorry to add to it, like as she said, like just try to make sure you control yourself very well and keep, like, just have a strong mindset on controlling it, because sometimes even, I mean, you don't even have to go to a guy's house. In the car, when he comes to see you, like, lots of things happen in cars, you don't know. Like his car could just be tinted and you don't even know what happens in the car. Like lots of things happen in cars. So
would you advise that, like, it rather than sitting in the car with him, they should just sit outside the car?
Yes, that's perfect. That's
yes, kind of, yeah.
Or most preferably, guys, please, sisters, if your house is very comfortable and your parents are okay, just tell your mom, oh, I have a boyfriend. Open up to her. You know, at least you'd have it at the back of your mind that someone is guiding me. Anything that happens, come and tell just be close to your mom. Tell her everything. If you don't want to tell your mom, tell your sisters. Just have someone that you talk to, someone you can ask for advice. And please, if any boyfriend of yours comes, just try and stay in your parlor.
Yes.
The parlor is very okay. I mean, if people come, if they
the
know that.
And I think a lot of women must understand this thing. A lot of ladies are scared of saying no to a brother because they feel like if I say no, he's going to be offended. Some of them would even get angry, like they want to shake you, and then when you say no, their face will just change. Don't ever be scared. Don't ever be afraid to say no. Because look, have this at the back of your mind. What is yours would never miss you, and what is not yours will miss you, even if it's this close to you. So because you said no, it's not going to chase your husband away. Saying no doesn't chase your husband away. Saying no reveals who your husband really is.
If a brother doesn't want you for who you are, then let him go. Another one would come, inshallah.
And also, nobody is perfect. That's it. Nobody is judging anybody here. Nobody is perfect. But then we all know that when you're in a relationship, there are little things that he holds your hand, he hugs you, but that's why you just need to set boundaries. Like there are certain things you don't allow to pass their boundaries. Like we're not saying because you're dating somebody. I mean, like if you're dating somebody, the person is attracted to you, also attracted to the person. Like, you hug sometimes, he pecks you sometimes, but there are levels you try to not go to. Like
this auntie here. Which levels? Abida?
No, there are lots of levels. There are lots of levels that people try to go to. No, really, there are lots of levels. So
please, I also have advice for the sisters out there. Well, I feel even if you feel you've done things that are bad, or right now as I'm talking, you've done things that you regret. It's okay regretting. You know, it's fine. Just talk to yourself. This is Ramadan. Try and reflect on yourself. Try and know that, okay, this thing that you've done or the things that you've done in the past are just in the past. Don't just, don't capitalize on it and hurt yourself, feeling so bad about it and all. Please just try and let everything go and just try and be a better person. That's a good advice I have.
Alright guys, so if you have learned something from today's video, don't forget to like and share, and inshallah I hope this advice works for you and works for this is an advice to ourselves first and foremost, and then to you also. May Allah ease our affairs and put us on the right path, and I'll see you in my next video inshallah. Until next time, assalamu alaikum.